took them a year to approve my visa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please make sure to subscribe, and if you're a old subscriber, thank you for coming back to watch my video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my immigration process. Please take note, this is my personal experience. I do not work with any immigration office. Thank you. This is my personal experience and opinion. Thank you. The mistakes I made, my immigration, everything. I'm just going to talk about everything. How to write your SOP. Of course, you know SOP is the method purpose. Yeah. The documents I submitted, things I did, things I didn't do. I know. Do you know that this immigration thing, it's a luck case? Yeah. It's basically, should I say, you try your luck, because some people, like, if people get, I think people worry most about I'm so sorry for my voice though, but people worry more about the financial status. But that matters, but doesn't matter at the same time, because okay, let me just say, two people are applying, one person's money is bigger than the other person's money submitted. Funny enough, they might just pick the person's money that is less to the person's money that is big. Things like that happen. After my first denial, while I was waiting for my second application, I went into researching, browsing for possible things, asking people. Although it was not like everybody that opened up to me, but I was able to gather information, and I realized that Canadian immigration actually like paperwork. They like to see that your money is in different source. They like to see that your source of income is in different source. They don't just want you to submit, oh, this is the bank statement. They don't just want to see this. They want to see that, oh, what if something happens to the money here? This one can sustain the person you're sponsoring, or you that is coming. The first time I applied, it was actually my fault and my family's fault, because that period we also had another issue settling, so we're kind of focusing on that issue. My mom was sick at that time, so we're like focusing on that, and we're not giving our full attention to it. We just like submitted basic documents. My dad just submitted his personal statement, bank statement. He just, like, so many things we didn't look at. Then we just I don't know how it happened, but we didn't really focus to that. And I did my medicals and I did my biometrics, and was waiting for them with not enough documents I submitted during my second application, and the documents I didn't submit during my first application that led to them denying my visa. Another thing I'm about to say is that if your child, or if you are under 16, please make sure to apply with your parents or somebody that is going to take you to Canada, because they feel like you are a minor, and you need somebody to, you know, accompany you. I think Canada is heavy on age. They're heavy on age, for real. No matter how they try to make it not look, but I know they're heavy on age. My province legal start with 19, but some other province start with 18, but my province start with 19. So just imagine you applying as a minor and you're 16. My first application was 16, to be honest. I was 16, and not that my dad didn't want to go with me, but he had his reason. We all had our reasons, because of my mom, you know. That was just it. So just take it as my first application we're not giving it our full focus and attention. If you're under 16, or I think if you're under 16 or under 19, and your family still insists that you have to go alone, they should get a guidance letter, proof that there's somebody there to take care of you. The person can be a family, the person can be from your school, the person can just be anybody your parents chose. But still, I insist that your parents go with you. Like your parents should go with you. By the time they approve your parents' visa, just know that, keep praying that they're going to approve yours, because they will. They already know that this person is going there because of you, so they will approve yours. Don't panic. Moving forward to documents I submitted for my application, I started with family pictures. After filling my basic information, my name, age, and all of that, I started with my family picture. I took a picture with my parents and my siblings, and then another one of I and my parents. Yes, I and my parents. And it's not just like a picture in this format. It's like, I think, an A4 format, because it was like a big picture. I also submitted my secondary school certificate from my former school, and showing that I'm going there to further my education, not just to, I'm not going with zero academic knowledge. I'm going to further my education in Canada. There are like two documents that look alike but are two different documents. Affidavit of sponsorship. This is like, affidavit of sponsorship is something I might attach the picture of what it looks like on my screen, but affidavit of sponsorship, it's, you will get it from a lawyer, you will get it from the courts. It's just like you declaring that you are going to sponsor your child, but the court is aware of it. And another one is your sponsorship letter. These two things look, they are alike but different structure, because the affidavit of sponsorship is issued by court, and then the sponsorship letter is issued by your sponsor. You don't just write the letter. If your sponsor have a company or a business they are running, they should use their business letterhead to write the letter for you. You know, the financial part of immigrating, your documents. During my first dinner, my dad provided just his personal account bank statements, but no, if your parents are married, I think providing, because like everybody I asked said they provided a joint account proving that their parents are still together, joint accounts of your mom and dad, and the company's bank statements, because the person sponsoring you already stated that they have a business going on, so they just provide a business statement of account. Another thing people forget to do before doing their business, or it's never too late to do it. I think it's never too late to do it. Yeah, your CAC. Canada, if you know Canada, you know Canada is tax. I didn't say that, but you know Canada is tax. So Canada wants to see that you are paying your tax back home, and you're going to you continue doing it when you come here too. So make sure to pay your tax. Make sure your tax is up to date. It is value report. Value report is basically the estimate amount of, I think what they call it is property survey. What some people call it is value report. It's just the estimate of the property the person have. I think landed property all together. You just have to, like, for example, all my estates is worth 20,000 naira. So you just include it that you have this total property that with the estimate of 20,000 naira. You know, just anything that can help, any documents that can help financially to increase your financial status, anything that can help, just add it. Moving on to the educational aspect of immigrating, please don't, it's advised not to apply to one particular school. Don't apply to one particular school. They're going to be just apply to so many, as much as you can, because there's maybe like 4, 5, 6, 3. Apply to 3, I guess 3. Apply to these are things you should look out for: your tuition, your programs, the school location. If you know, because Canada is a cold country, so if you're allergic to too much cold or whatever, just be mindful of all these things when making your choice. For my application, it was not that tough. It wasn't that tough. It was just submitting like things, asking your school to send them your work results, send them it's something you can do. You don't need an agent to do. Ask me, Kosi, how do I pay for this thing? I already filled out my phone. That's why I said, if you watch my travel vlog, you see why I said it was advised to get a visa card. Before I moved, or before I thought about moving, my dad like made if I went to get a Visa card for myself, a prepaid card, I wasn't using MasterCard yet, so I was using like prepaid card. And that prepaid card, I used it to make international payments. So it's really advised to get that as soon as possible. Not just for coming to Canada, but like, you know, some kind of things you want to get, but you're not able to like get it in your currency. What will immigration need from your school? Immigration will need they'll need your proof of enrollment showing that you're studying that course. They will need your tuition proof. It's actually advisable to pay half of your fees. I can remember they didn't ask me about that in Canadian airports, or they didn't ask me that at the Canadian airport. They just asked about my tuition proof in Nigeria, Abuja airports. And then they also need your acceptance letter, the one that says congratulations, you are this, you are that you should pay your tuition and all of that. Yeah, these are like the 3 documents they will need from you. I'm heavy on SOP. I'm really heavy on SOP because I can remember one of the things they denied me for was the fact that I didn't state that I was going to come back to my country. I'm heavy on SOP. Anybody that like texts me and asks for my help, I always tell them to send me your SOP. I need to read it. I need to see what you've written there. People make mistakes while writing SOP. Maybe I don't know if I'll get the chance to like read out my SOP, or maybe I'll just say how I wrote it to you people. Graph consists of my name, my age, and I stated that this is my first travel history, because I know someone they denied for not stating that this was your first travel history. So you state that this is your first travel history and you have 0 criminal record. Many people also apply with the police check, whatever. They also like, but if you actually get the police check, whatever, just state in that first paragraph that this, and you have, after saying you have 0 criminal record, you like maybe put a bracket saying see attachment below. You see, so these things are like the first things you say in your first paragraph. And another thing I also did was my 2nd paragraph, 3rd paragraph, 4th paragraph I had a place where I said that I will return to my country, I'll return to my country, I'll return to my country. I almost put it, I found a way to like put it in so many sentences, because that's what I think they're just going to skim through these things to see what, you know, you have going on. When I return to my country, I still have a lot of things to do. My auntie told me how hard that rule has, so I just had to write my head the same way. So I said I had a lot of things to do. I have a project running right now that I want to, you know, standardize whatever way when I have a project running in Nigeria, and I want to, you know, still continue when I get back to my country, you know, things like that. As I said, I was going to do some things for the community, that I need to come back to my country, that my country needs some people like me to build the whatever pillar that is collapsing. I was just writing a lot of things, because I think I also put my emotion into that, because I was really heartbroken when they denied my first visa. And coming to the last paragraph, this last paragraph will be where you will state all the financial everything inside. You will say, my sponsor, I'm just going to use myself as an example, my dad, Mr. This person has paid so amount, which will be completed after my arrival in Canada, Canada. These are things you say. Then you also say, my sponsor, Mr. This person has brought out this particular amount for my feeding, clothing, whatever, throughout my stay in Canada. This person has brought out this for my rent, housing, throughout my stay in Canada. Like, you state things like this. You state it like this. You state it like this. This is how you're going to state it, for them to see that, okay, you already know what you're coming to do. You have already protected yourself. You and your family have planned it, things like that. And I also included, like, when I'm writing I didn't say my sponsor. If your father is a sponsor, if your mother is a sponsor, say my biological mother, Mrs. This person, my biological father, Mr. This person. This is how I wrote mine, and then I ended it with, I respect. Maybe I'll just attach like things like that. I'll put it somewhere on the screen, maybe here. I'll just put it here. I just said I respect I've read, or I've gone through the Canadian Constitution, law, and whatever, and I promise to abide, and, you know, as a lawyer citizen, you understand where I'm going to. This was just how I wrote mine, and I ended it there. Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not moving on to my travel vlog, because I said I was going to give a story time about what happened, how everything happened. When you get to, I can remember asking somebody this question, will my phone still be functioning when I travel? As somebody with zero travel history, that's how I was. I asked, But guess what? I was the phone is to be functioning. Maybe that's because I don't know. The phone is to be functioning because like the airports have Wi-Fi, so you just connect to it. Boom. Even at the airplane, they have Wi-Fi, so you connect to it. You still be in touch with your family and everybody. My travel vlog, I'll just put like some of the clips somewhere so that you guys remember what I'm trying to say. I remember from my travel vlog where I mentioned that people should not weigh your bag. Honestly, that's the truth, because like putting your bag on the plane with you as you're traveling is actually way cheaper than weigh it a day before or 3 days before. Don't do that, because like when I weighed my bag through God is good and I got to Abuja just to go and pick my bag, it was torn. Like I was so mad. I was just shouting. I was just screaming at my lungs there. I was so mad because like I'm traveling the next day. Why is this happening to me? Honestly, and they didn't do anything serious. I'm calling them out for this. I don't care. Anyways, I'm not calling them out, but still I sent them an email trying to reach out to them like, why would they do that to my bag? But they didn't respond. It was in a bucket that sold my bag, and that bag cost a lot of money. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, that should not be what we're thinking about. Honestly, I really like the fact that my dad traveled with me, because so many things, if I allowed myself to do, I would have failed woefully. One was we went to the airport that day before we traveled, because my dad wanted to be sure about something. If I was traveling alone, my flight leaves by 10. I would have gone by 5, by 6, by 7. Not knowing that this is an international flight, things work differently, to be honest. So we went the day before. They told us they start boarding by 2. Yeah, they start boarding and then they close the gate by 6, something like that. I was so shocked, like people kidding me. Anyways, but we just got there very, very early. We went super early and we boarded our tents and all of that. Yeah. And it's also advised, if you're taking red oil with you, please make sure to freeze it, make sure it's blocked, make sure it's sleeping the sleepest, whatever way, just make sure it's not liquid anymore. If you're going with oil with you, that's the only way they will allow you to cross with it in Abuja airport, because these people are not joking. I know the security there is even more than security in Canadian airport, to be honest. It's really advisable, you know, that what's it called again, the portable weighing scale. Yeah, it's really advisable to get that before you travel, because like it's not really that accurate. But the funny part of all this is that all the scale, they're all different, because like I also weighed my bag in God is Good and it was not the same as the airport. It increased by 1 kg. So it's very advisable to weigh your things before getting to the airport, because like they'll frustrate you. You are not the only person traveling, so things really get frustrating for you. If you have gadgets or electronics, whatever that is breakable, it's really, I won't advise you to do the bag wrapping thing that I said in my travel vlog that you guys shouldn't do. So it broke my hair straightener. It just broke some things in my bag, because like, you know, the bag is compressed, plus the way they handle things at the airport, so it just happened. So if you have like really breakable things in your bag, it's just advised not to do the bag wrapping. You can wrap the ones your clothes are in, but I won't advise you guys to do the bag wrapping thing in places that your breakables are. Another advice that I would suggest, or I would advise, that this is something that somebody told me, but I don't just know how I ignored it. Immigration will delay you. When I said immigration will delay, when you get to Canadian airports, when you get to the airport, Canada airport, they will delay you and they'll promise to fix something. See, when you're booking your flight, I use Air France. The mistake I made was like booking everything from Air France. When you're booking your flight, book for example, okay, it was from Nigeria to Paris, from Paris to Toronto. When you're booking a flight, the Air France is meant to stop from Abuja to Paris, from Paris to Toronto. That should be the Air France. Then you book from another site, Air Canada, from Toronto to Rejection. That's how it should be. So in case of immigration do whatever they do or delay you, you can still, and you miss your flight, you can still go to the airline for them to reschedule you or like put you in the next flight. It's easier that way, because the mistake I made was booking everything from Air France, and guess what, they did me dirty, because like immigration delayed everything, they delayed my process. And when I got to the Air Canada counter, it was a whole lot of things. They just said they were closed for the day. I'm like, what do you mean you're closed for the day? She said they're closed. I was like, okay, then maybe I can just stay in this airport. The next I can just sleep here. I can, you know, lay over and then continue my journey. My dad was like, no, that they are not open tomorrow. They're not open the next day. that they're open for the next 2 days. I'm like, no, this can't be. She said I have to wait for Air France. I have to go to Air France. I'm like, boy, it's Air Canada, ma. It's Air Canada. I said no. I kept coming there. This woman, she said me they closed for that night. I laid over. I was so angry. I was so mad at everything. I was really angry because the fault was from immigration, the searching and everything. There was okay. Let's go back. When I landed, there's this self-operated machine. You're going to like go to declare your food stuff. Yeah, and it's also advisable to like if you're coming in with food stuff, it's really advisable to have a particular bag, one bag for it, to be honest, because like I declared that bag as my food stuff. They asked the question, am I with am I with live meat, am I with this, am I with that? I said I'm not with live meat. I'm not with the ones I'm with. I said I'm not with live meat. So when it was time for searching, they saw like, what did they say? Okay, they saw my fish, they saw my stockfish, or something like that. The man said, do I know he can like dispose of these things? Hey, my dad was like, she's a student, please just let her, that we didn't know about her. He was like, that meat is meat, fish is fish. That meat is meat, fish is fish. That we're meant to declare that, even if it's not like we should have declared that we had it. Like I was really tired of everything, so I was like, whatever wants to happen should happen. So my dad just helped me to convince the man, and he was still not convinced, and he asked us to bring 2 of our bags to the system for proper check. So after that, like luckily for me, he didn't remove anything. He didn't remove my fish, he didn't remove my oil, he didn't remove anything. So that was it. All these things delayed me. Then when I laid over, after the Air France people told me to go, that they are not open, and I laid over, the next morning I was like, this can't be possible. There's no way this one is going to open. Like, what am I going to do? I'm going to be in Frederick, because I already told my landlord that I'll be there, that I'll be, oh my god, I'm missing some parts, but I'll go back to it. So I went to that morning, because like Toronto airport is so big, it's very large, you have to use train to like go to a particular place. The next morning I went to the Air Canada counter to like tell them that I missed my flight last night and I'm supposed to be in Frederick now. Then they were like, the woman kept saying no. In fact, the security told me to go, that they're already at this. I was like, this same woman told me that Air Canada won't be open today. So what's happening? Then I saw where they wrote something about business only. I went there. I was just, I don't know, but like the moment I just got there, I just started crying. I was crying. Then one lady just asked me, what's wrong? What's your problem? And then I told her my problem, and she was like, do I want to leave now? I said yes, I really need to leave now. I haven't eaten, I'm starving, I'm this, I'm that. She was like, sure, I should go and call my dad. Luckily for me, there are like some other people that were there when the lady was talking with me and like told me to get my dad so we can board the next flight immediately. So when I got there, I didn't see the woman again, but people there were able to like get me another ticket and my dad. That was how I got to Fredericton. And yes, another question I got from people was, what question will Canadian immigration ask you when you get to the airport? They will ask you, I feel like they're just, you know, the same way when you want to get something, and then how do I explain this? They're just different people. They will decide, they're the ones that decide to ask you whatever. They were like these 2 guys that were trying to make, because the line was long. So many people missed their flight, the line was long. So there were these 2 guys by the side that were just trying to like make things very fast. Their lines were moving fast. But then one lady at the end was just making things so hard. I was praying to God, let me not fall for that one, because like people that go there, they spend like more than 5 minutes there. But then people that go to meet the guys, they spend like 1 minute and then they don't. So luckily for me, I met with one of the 2 guys at the end, and then he just asked me my name, my passport, my lease, that's my house rent lease, what does he ask me? He just told me just 3 things, my acceptance letter, finished. He didn't ask my dad for anything. He just gave me my study permits. It was so quick, very fast. Don't allow anybody to put fear in you. Anybody can actually do this thing. Don't allow anybody to put fear in you. Just pray, and yeah, just pray, and be careful with what you help people to bring in Canada, because like when you're traveling, many people, even family members, want you to help them carry some items, good items and all of that. So just be careful. Even if you are to carry it, make sure that you check it, because some people are obviously going to say, hey, I don't open it, I already wrapped it. So you don't believe things like that. When somebody gives you something like that, open it to check, because you don't want to lose the opportunity in the name of helping somebody. So these are the things I remember that happened, and I remember during my immigration process. If I am to remember anything, I will put it in the comment section for you guys. And yes, I was joking when I said it took a year and 8 months. My second application actually took 5 months for them to approve me, and my dad's visa took like a month for them to approve him. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to mention, I've gotten this question from people, so I just said to like attach it to this video. How long did it take for them to call me for my biometrics? During my first application, it took 1 month, to be honest. But my second application, I don't need biometrics again because like biometrics last for 10 years. Why medical last for 6 months? Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. You guys should subscribe because you guys are just watching my video and you guys are not subscribing. I don't like it. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you have any question, remember that I'm always open to answer your questions. You can also text me on any of my social media. I'm going to put the names somewhere. You can text me and I'll answer you. If you also need my help with anything, I'm really willing to help for you because I know how hard the immigration process is and everything, how frustrating it is. So I'm willing to help you guys. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm saying thing, subscribe. Thank you. Mwah.